Hey, all you new realtors out there is one thing that you got to understand. Real estate photography is not just for selling real estate, okay? All the seasoned realtors out there know this, and they are using it to their advantage. And I can show you how as well. But there's one thing that a lot of the seasoned realtors still forget. And I'm going to cover that at the very end. Check it out. All right, first off, let's get through the myth. Real estate photography is not just for listing the home. Yes, you need to list the home, but that is not the primary reason why you should get quality real estate photography. Because let's face it, in a hot market, you don't actually really need that great photography to sell the place. You just need to put it onto MLS and bang, it's gone, right? So, why would you then pay for the best of the best photography now? And that is simply because you are not doing this for just that one listing. You're doing this for multiple listings, for more homes down the road, and you're going to need it for things like your marketing. And if you have great photography, then it's easy to create brilliant looking brochures, presentation materials, and even brochures for selling that home. And trust me, when you look at realtors' photos, you actually kind of guess as to how professional they are, how long they've been in business for, and whether or not you can trust them. There is a lot that goes into these photos because people judge you based on what you put out there. And quite frankly, if you're putting anything onto social media, it comes with a photo. And if you are out there with best photos, it's going to look even better and you're going to look much more professional. So here's a couple of tips that I have. Number one, when you get your photos from your professional photographer, save them. I don't know how many times we've had realtors call us up and say, hey, remember that shoot that you did for me back in 2000 and whatever? Can you send those to me again? Well, think about this. What if the photographer that you hired today is no longer in business? Because let's face it, most businesses go out of business within 3 years. So it is best for you to download all your photos and save them. What I recommend to my clients is save them onto an external hard drive like this. This is a SanDisk, and it works out really well. And it can connect directly to your iPhone or Android phone so that when you are posting to social media, you can go in and pull the photos directly from that little drive. But don't just rely on this because let's face it, you lose shit, right? If you lose this, all those photos are gone. So where else should you put it? You should put it onto Google Drive. You should put it onto Dropbox. Get some sort of cloud storage so that in case your computer breaks down, in case you lose your little disk, you still have your photos. Now, the second thing that we recommend is when you're doing these photos, get the best of the best because, like I said, you're going to be making brochures, you're going to be making posts, you're going to be making videos with all these, and you want to have the best photography to represent you. And when you get a shoot, take the best of the best, take the best photos out of there and put them into a separate folder so that later on when you're making a brochure, you can just go to your best of the best folder and get shots that you really like and that you feel represent you well. Now, here's the thing that almost every realtor forgets, ignores, and gets in trouble for at one point in their career. And that is getting the right permission to use these photos for their business going forward. Okay, so if you think about your MLS agreement, there is a clause in there that says that you will protect the privacy of the homeowner. And in that, it also states that you are authorized by the seller to take pictures of that property or have somebody come in and take pictures of that property for the purposes of marketing it. But once that MLS agreement is complete, when the transaction is done, you actually have no right to use the photos at all. And so, how do you fix this? Simple. Have a frank discussion with your client beforehand, especially if it's a beautiful home, especially if it's staged nicely, saying that you want to use this for your portfolio going forward, even after the place sells. And for that, you are going to get the best photographer out there to capture their home. And I guarantee that once you put that last caveat on there, then they will say yes. Have them sign off on a property release that you have that's in your name that you get to hold on to. If you need a copy of one, we can provide that for you. And once you have that, then you're free to use those photos for your marketing for your entire career, which hopefully will be long and prosperous. And well, that's about it. Those are the 3 things that you need to do. Get a really good photographer, back up all your stuff, and get permission from the homeowner to make sure that you're allowed to keep on using those photos. Until next time, I'm Rob Moroto. Chat to you soon.